The Stabbur is really an agricultural building that was used on family farms back in Norway. The family would live upstairs and they would keep their produce and things that they would grow on the farm on the first level. And it was built off of the ground, and that way they could keep rodents and animals away from the produce and whatever else they had from their agriculture, and they would live right in this building.
The building was built around the same time the restaurant was built by a number of Norwegian carpenters, and it had the same detailing the restaurant has, same kind of hand carvings that the restaurant has, and it was almost an afterthought. And it made the pond setting back there on the north side of the restaurant a kind of a Scandinavian village theme. And we didn't use them for anything for the longest time.
The idea popped up, like, I wonder if we could actually move one of these buildings and use it even for a backdrop or some for a coffee shop or something next door.
Gunilla told me, have you noticed what they're doing down to the Stabbur down there? It's beautiful. Have you seen it? And I said, no, we'll go down and look at it. So then I asked Rolf, well, what are you going to do with it?
We decided to move that building up front and create a pub-like atmosphere.
I think we crammed about a 6-month project in about 2 weeks. Got on the phone after talking to a number of contractors up here looking for a building mover, and we found a fellow out of Merrill, Wisconsin, I believe it is, near Wausau. And their name was Shooty Building Movers. And he came up, took a look at it, scratched his head, and he said, I can do it, and it'll take me about a day and a half.
Yeah, we got to get it over there. So, by the time we get that one over there, I'm going to try pulling it tonight.
So when we moved and the Stabbur building itself, they picked up the building from its old foundation in the back corner of our property. We built a road just for this purpose through the woods in the back of the restaurant. They drove it through, kind of got stuck at one point, so we had to call it a day around 10 o'clock one night. We pulled through after cutting a couple more trees down, pulled through where the cedar trees are, where it now sits the following day, and then slowly dropped it down on the pre-built foundation. But it was literally within inches of getting through the cedar trees, getting put down on the foundation. So it was a pretty nerve-wracking night to get it all done, because it all happened at dark. It was very tight.
Well, we needed a foundation. We know it's hard to find contractors up here on the drop of a hat. I ran into a fellow by the name of Jude Colosimo, who is a concrete fellow out of Chicago and up here. And he said, you call me up and let me know, and I'll have a crew up here in no time and we'll do it. Once they laid the concrete down and we got the building in place, there was another fellow that we were working on with a warehouse, and he happened to do woodworking on the side. And he said I could build you a bar, because he knew that's what we were looking for on site. And I said, well, take a good look at the building, try to accompany the building, make it a nice accent to that, and have at it. So that's what we did.
One night they moved it next door, and they made a bar out of it.
Our vision of the whole Stabbur area, the whole green space and the bar, is that as a family you can actually go there, you can have your kids play the backyard games that we have out there, and meanwhile you can still have a beer or a glass of wine or a cocktail. But we want to have a nice, relaxing atmosphere that you can sit out in the sun and enjoy it as a family.
The daytime crowd is what we kind of cater to. When it's still light out and the families are still trying to enjoy their time with each other, whether it be the husband and wife couple by themselves, the single people by themselves, or the families that want to have an afternoon to themselves.
I'm just thrilled that we can offer that environment here in downtown Sister Bay. It's a great place. We're right across the street from the beach. Parents can enjoy themselves in an outdoor environment. And we have a lot of outdoor TVs, a lot of outdoor music. And on a sunny summer fall day, it is just an ideal spot to spend an afternoon or early evening in Door County. Just have fun, because that's what you're on vacation to do, is to have fun.